It's the second year in a row Million March for Children protesters line this property, picked for its proximity to the Alberta Teachers Association office. The messages on signs are mixed, but organizers say it's about parents being informed about what kids learn about gender and sexuality.
This is about standing up for parents' rights. So parents have a right to know what's going on with their kids in school.
But counter-protesters feel it's courting a rising public anti-LGBTQ sentiment.
I'm concerned about the messaging that the people across the road are bringing with this idea that it's not safe to talk about LGBT identity around children. I feel like they're demonizing LGBT people.
I think a simple conversation with principals, with teachers, with school districts about resources and curriculum and what is being taught really needs to be held so that we don't have folks walking around with misinformation about what's happening in our schools today.
The turnout for this version of the protest is a lot smaller compared to last year, when interactions were tense and there was a heavy police presence. This protest comes as changes in the Alberta legislature are expected in the fall session, and they would include parental permission for children to change their names or pronouns in schools, as well as requiring parents to opt in for their children to take part in sexual education.
A parent should be informed if a child's looking to change their pronoun.
I understand some kids do want a different, but I think there should be discussion. There should be a wall between parents and what's going on in school.
For these counter-protesters, feelings against those changes are fueling their efforts.
If the children have not informed their parents of those changes already, it's because their parents are not safe people. And the children need to be able to be open with their teachers so that they can express who they are in a safe space if they're not getting that at home.
We are already anticipating some of the most regressive legislation that's ever come forward when it comes to queer and trans rights in particular. And so more than ever, I'm urging Edmontonians and Albertans to show up and to speak out and stand in support with the Alberta's trans community.
It's unclear how the new legislation will compare to the proposed changes. The fall session is set to resume at the end of October. Travis McEwen, CBC News, Edmonton.